Yo, what's up everyone? It's Mr. Flying Pig HD here with Henry Hotspur with another PigCast episode for you. Today we're just going to be talking about the events of the weekend in the Premier League and maybe the League Cup and anything else further afield in football. But let's just get this underway with a little chat about what happened today in the Premier League. Obviously Spurs beating Swansea.
Fantastic result today, beat Swansea 2-1. Obviously come from behind. First half they score, second half we score 2. Pochettino, amazing manager, brings on Chadley. Not for the first time this season has he brought on a player and they've scored and made an instant impact. Danny Rose had a great season, scores the last goal for us today. Absolutely fucking loving it. Geniuses. Is that right? Genii or geniuses? Whatever it is.
Genii.
Yeah.
That's geniuses. I don't know.
Geniuses.
Comment below.
I said geniuses and then I just thought that sounded a bit gash, didn't it?
Fair play to you. Yeah, so that happened. Spurs went to within 2 points of Leicester City and they've got a 3-point gap now because Manchester United beat Arsenal. So they're 3 points ahead of Arsenal now, which you must be absolutely loving.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. You guys, pretty much kissed the badge standards today, helping us beat Arsenal. An enemy of my friend is my friend. That's right, yeah. That's right, that works, doesn't it? Yeah. No, is that what I was trying to say? A friend needs a friend indeed, though. That's something completely different.
Yeah, the enemy of... No, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
That's right, that's what I was trying to get at. So apologies.
Fucking hell. So yeah, we beat Arsenal today. Great result. Couple of really nice goals from Marcus Rashford as well. Just looks like an unbelievable player to come out. Basically, he's come into the first team out of necessity from all the injury problems we've got. And he scored 4 goals in 2 games. That's 1 European game with a brace and a Premier League debut against Arsenal with a brace. Who does shit like that? What do you think? Have you seen Marcus Rashford?
Rashford for England? Rashford for England? Too soon?
You never know. Michael Owen went to the World Cup in 98 when he was only, 18, 19, whatever he was. So
I remember Wayne Rooney being brought along at a very young age. Walcott being stuck in there at a young age. I don't think he set the world alight or anything at the time. But how exciting would it be for Roy to bring someone like Rashford, as a squad member? Just like an instant impact sub, just to
I know what you're saying.
It'd be interesting. It'd be fun, wouldn't it?
I mean, we might be getting a bit ahead of ourselves with a couple of games. So he's only 18, but the point is,
brace against Arsenal today, though. Amazing.
I mean, both games he's played in the first team, he looks unbelievably good. I mean, taking people on, finding his teammates, creating chances, and also finishing chances with ease as well. He just looks like a natural-born goal scorer, and that's what we've really missed for a long time for Manchester United and both England. So, you never know if he keeps playing like this, if he keeps featuring in Van Gaal's side, which it looks like at least for the time being he will because of injuries. Then who knows, he could play himself into the England mix before the end of the season, and that would be very welcome. I'd love to see another United player in there.
I am jealous of him, though, I have to be honest. I read his date of birth today, right? And he was born 1997, right?
What?
I think, right? And I was born 87, I'll be honest.
Me too, yeah.
And he was born October, I was born September, so that makes me a fucking more than a decade older than him.
Like a generation below, mate, isn't it? Sickening.
I know.
Absolutely, that is absolutely sickening.
Mate.
I know. Just think he's got the world at his feet there at Manchester United. He's come in. He's grasped the opportunity with both hands, and now everybody knows the name Marcus Rashford. So he's basically going to be, a great future prospect for Manchester United's side now. I think because he's come in, he's performed. When you do that, when you take these opportunities, it shows your character. And he's young, he will improve, he'll keep getting better. But the natural ability that he has so far, at least in the 2 games that we've seen against, good opposition, especially in Arsenal's case, is unreal. So Marcus Rashford's so excited about what's going to happen with Marcus Rashford.
I honestly believe that Marcus Rashford has helped United more than just the goals and assists that he's done. It's more about, it's actually galvanised Manchester United today. Yeah. 100%.
Because he's a local lad as well, something the fans can really get behind. It's a fairy tale story.
The players that are on, tens of thousands more than him a week at the moment, because that will be the case. They're kind of looking at this guy thinking, wow, look at him.
He still lives at home with his freaking mum.
Better put my collar up and start playing a bit, a bit more proper. Do you know what I'm saying? So
that's right, yeah. I know if injury problems come out, I mean, would you play next week, say Wayne Rooney was fit, would you start Rashford or would you start Rooney?
Rashford all day long, of course.
There you go, that's the thing, you've got to go with form, don't you?
100%.
So Marcus Rashford right now is proving that he can be good. I mean, there's players do it. I remember Javier Hernandez when we bought him for Manchester United, a little bit different because he's a bit older. And he wasn't a local boy, but he's come in there. Fergie's bought him for a few mil. He's come in and he just scored. He kept scoring, bring him off the bench. He scored, nick a goal. And that first season at Manchester United, he must have got 10, 11, 12 goals, something like that. really great season for somebody just coming straight into the Premier League there. And in Rashford's case, it was even more amazing because he's younger and he scored right there against Arsenal, 2 goals. That's no mean feat, is it, scoring against Arsenal on your debut when you're 18 years
No,
old?
it should be at Spurs, you know. He probably is a Spurs fan with that kind of performance. Must have been something emotional for him to score a brace against Arsenal. I honestly believe.
He's a freaking local lad,
No,
mate,
fair enough.
Manchester.
Yeah, he's English, you know.
Yeah,
that's
there you
good.
go.
That's good. It's good to see some young English lads out there just doing well right now.
Well, Spurs have got their fair share of good young talents now, don't you? Dele Alli and...
Oh yeah, amazing talents. Dele Alli, yeah. So it's exciting times for England. But what do you think about Louis van Gaal today, anyway?
Well, Louis van Gaal today, you know, he first sort of 20 minutes of the game, it was too slow really for my liking. But then once we started to play a little bit, and once the first goal went in, I thought Manchester United really improved, really looked good. We didn't have all the possession in the world, but you don't need it really, as long as you're being a bit direct, you're putting numbers forward, trying to find those runners, committing numbers forward, and you know, attacking. Then it doesn't really matter. So I was happy to see Louis van Gaal play that style of football, not his old boring tactics. It was slightly different. It was a bit more progressive. It was a mix of his tactics and also being a bit more direct and having to attack. But we did that, and Arsenal scored a couple of goals against us. Our defence was a bit ropey. But Louis van Gaal today, I mean, he amused me more than anything. He entertained me because he actually showed a bit of passion. He actually showed like he gave a shit about something. Do you know what I mean? He actually gave a shit. And today, what was that fall all about? Did you see the fall?
Well, the amazing thing about the fall is the first part. I love the first part because I think for the first time this season, the Manchester United fans genuinely connected with Louis van Gaal.
He actually got up
pitch,
out the dugout, went into the technical area.
And he was getting, cheered because he got out of the dugout. Manchester United fans were loving it. And then obviously the comedy moment that will go down in history. It was absolutely mental, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's already sniper memes and bear memes and everything coming around right now.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, so great performance from Louis van Gaal today, I would say, for a change. But does this change? I don't want Louis van Gaal at Manchester United, to be fair. Listen, if he gets us top 4 and we win the Europa League, then that's pretty good. That's pretty good going.
Would you keep him if he did that?
I don't know. If he won us the Europa League or the FA Cup and got us top 4, you'd have to
keep him if you won 2 trophies and got top 4.
It'd be tough to get rid. It'd be tough to get rid.
Yeah.
But if he got top 4 and didn't win a trophy, I don't think that's good enough. Considering all the money spent, we should be at least picking up some sort of silverware or finishing higher than 4th, which is probably what we're going to finish if we do qualify for the Champions League. So
I've always heard a lot of talk about Louis van Gaal. The reason that United have not done well this season is because he has been stopping the players from playing how the players would play naturally. Do you think that this upturn is more to do with Louis van Gaal taking the shackles off, and that's a phrase often used?
I think out of necessity.
Or is he being more of a tactical mastermind?
I think it's taking the shackles off to a certain degree, because if you look at United, the way they've been playing around the back and in the middle is sort of much the same really. But in the final third, I think he's allowed his players to be a bit more expressive, a bit more creative, and also make those runs. Whereas we were very safe and secure before, but now he's allowing us to commit a few more numbers forward and actually try and get in behind teams. So yeah, I think he's had to do it because of the results, because of the fan reaction and the backlash. But it's working so far. I mean, that was a good attacking performance against Arsenal, even though we didn't have the lion's share of possession. They did. So
I mean, I genuinely believe that the biggest telling point of today is the scoreline. You look at the scoreline, 3-2. How many other games have you won 3-2, or any way, shape or form resembling a scoreline like that for you this season?
This season, I don't know. All the fixtures just sort of blend into one in my brain, mate.
I mean, from the top of my head, it's either you losing by 1-0 or something like that, or you've been winning or drawing, but not many high-scoring games for United this season.
No, you're probably right.
Watching.
Well, we can have a look and see how many goals we scored here. We scored 36 goals. To put that into perspective, Tottenham scored 49.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've not been a free scoring team this season.
Like your old ways.
No.
But certainly scoring 3 goals today, letting a couple of goals in. I mean, even if the result had been 3-2 to Arsenal today, I think that would have looked better than a 0-0 draw for Van Gaal. I mean, I don't know. That sounds a bit silly, doesn't it? Because obviously, points of the board is what matters.
Yeah.
But
I'm not so sure about
I'm just
that,
happy to see him kind of like, United expressing themselves, not having to be that defensive unit continuously passing sideways.
And with youth in the side as well. There's a lot of youth in that side, a lot of inexperience. And he's basically, I think he's just gone out there and said, lads, They're obviously playing to a game plan, but just go for it, you know? I think that's what he's doing, which he's lacked for most of the season. So, great to see Manchester United playing decent football, picking up a good result against a good side there. Gives us a big boost for the rest of the season. Leicester City won yesterday. They've got a goal right at the end there, Aloha, right at the end, getting them the winner. So,
do you know what? I was actually happy to see Leicester win yesterday. I think it's better for Tottenham to stay in second, because I feel like the pressure is a little bit more off them. It's kind of, they can just go about doing their business, stay in second, keep in contention for top, and just hope that Leicester slip up. Because I think Spurs being on top, if we gone top today, then I would have felt more pressure on. I wouldn't have liked that. I kind of like Leicester just being there, just above us.
Yeah, and then you can just Vin Diesel it at the end.
That's it.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Vin Diesel. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Just go Vin Diesel it at the end. Yeah. So you know, I think Spurs have got a good chance. I think Leicester have got a good chance.
Arsenal and City are still in it. Though,
they're still in it, absolutely. Yeah, Manchester United, I don't think they're in with a shot for the title, but definitely in contention for top 4 still. It's the League Cup as well today. Liverpool versus Man City finished 1-1, and Man City won on penalties. I haven't seen the game, but anything to say about that?
Well, man of the match is obviously goalkeeper for City, because he saved 3 penalties and he did really well, and that's what's won him the League Cup in the end there on the penalties. I think it's just the performance of the goalkeeper.
It was a lose-lose situation for Manchester United fans today. Man City winning or Liverpool winning the League Cup. It's the Mickey Mouse Cup. Who really gives a shit? But still, they've got some silverware, you know, and that's annoying. I don't like to see City were getting any sort of freaking silverware. I mean, they have been more successful than us over the last few years. It pisses me off.
But who would you have rather Liverpool have got that silverware today? That's the question. I mean, surely Liverpool is a United fan's number one nemesis.
Yeah, it's got to be all Leeds. Leeds United. Yeah. In the modern era, it's got to be Liverpool just because they're in our league. But historically, we fucking ain't Leeds.
Right.
And then
City
but
third,
City,
then.
I don't know. That's the thing. It's Manchester derby, and you don't want. It's lose, mate. It's lose.
It's more of a piss take though that City won it in a way for you.
It's lose,
because they're in the top 4, they're doing well, and you're not. I mean, you've done all right today, but
yeah, we've done all right today. We're only a few points behind City, mate. If they lose that game, which they could well do, we're only a few points behind. We've still got to play all the big sides. We're still right in this freaking hunt for the top 4, I tell you. That's why I'm getting passionate.
Yeah. Well, you know, looking at your 3 points behind City, I can see City could potentially lose against Liverpool midweek, and then you are 3 points behind, aren't you?
Yeah, there you go.
And 3 points nothing.
And just so you know, I do think Pochettino at Spurs is doing a really good job, and Spurs are in with a shot at the title. But deep down in my heart and my brain combined, I know that Spurs are going to fuck this up before the end of the season.
Thanks,
I don't think you're going to win the title. I can't. Spurs win the Premier League. Are you having a laugh? You know what I mean?
Fucking toss cunt, aren't you?
What? Yeah. So yeah. Well, there we have it. We've covered some interesting things in this PigCast tonight. Mainly Manchester United's chances of top 4 and Spurs' chances of getting the Premier League trophy. Their grubby hands on the Premier League trophy. Get commented below.
Why grubby? What do you mean? No, I'm offended now.
You grubby Spurs hands on it, mate. Yeah, so get commenting below with your thoughts on what you think is going to happen with the remainder of the season. Do you think Spurs can do it? Do you think United are still in with a shout? I've been Mr. Flying Pig HD. He's been
Henry Hotspur.
And you have been watching another edition of PigCast. Please do get commenting below, guys, with your thoughts and opinions on anything that's happened or been discussed about in this video. Please do get commenting below. Chuck a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, so you can keep a lookout for all upcoming PigCasts. Also, I just wanted to say this platform of PigCast is now actually available on your iPhones, on your iPads, and on anything else that's You can go. You can check it. You can check it out if you search for Mr. Flying Pig HD PigCast podcast on the podcast store feed or the iTunes, whatever it's called. I don't really know the technicalities about it, but if you search on those, you can find me and you can actually listen to this podcast now on the go. So if you're at the gym, if you're working out, walking down the shops, you can listen to me right in your ear hole.
Final comment. I just wanted to say, do you think that Louis van Gaal thought that Marcus Rashford was horny today?
I think seeing as he still lives at home with his mum and his sisters, he's probably very freaking horny today.
Yeah, that's you know what I mean? He's 18 years old. This is wrong.
18? That's legal.
This conversation's a bit sick.
That's how we like it. Anyway, get commenting below. Let me know what you guys think about anything discussed in this vid. Thanks very much for watching.
Peace out.
Take it easy.
See you soon.